Hi everyone. Happy Wednesday. Okay, we're gonna keep going talking about our essay. So last week we learned about body paragraphs. And now we're gonna start at the very beginning with introductions. So introduction paragraph is the first paragraph in the essay, and it does what it says. It introduces the topic. But before we write anything, as we know, we have to plan our essay first. Okay, so this is our essay question for today. Cars should be banned in all cities. Banned means like illegal, not allowed. So, cars should be banned in all cities. Just right now, I want you to sit and think, how do you feel about this statement? In this minute, do you agree with it? Oh, you're like, yeah, that sounds like a really good idea. Or do you disagree? Like in this moment, are you like, oh, I hate that idea. I love my car. I could never live in a city and not be able to drive. So the first thing I want you to do is choose whether you agree or disagree with this statement. I'm going to choose agree, but I'm also a person who does not drive a car. So this is easy for me, but maybe you choose disagree, and that is totally fine. Okay, so once you choose agree or disagree, I want you to think of 4 reasons why you agree or 4 reasons why you disagree. You don't have to do both, you just have to pick one. So, for example, I agree cars should be banned in all cities because cars are dangerous. Cars cause pollution. I think cities will be more beautiful if there are no cars. And finally, I think that it will be cheaper for people. Okay, so those are my 4 reasons. Take a minute, pause. Oh no, look, my daughter was drawing on the table. So everybody pause and take a minute to write in your 4 reasons why you think cars should or shouldn't be banned in all cities. Okay, hopefully you are back and you have your 4 reasons. Now, remember, we're going to choose our 2 strongest points. And these are points that we can think of lots of support. So lots of reasons why they happen. So I'm going to look at mine. Okay, cars are dangerous. I'm going to hold off on thinking about this one for a minute because I know that there's lots of like car accident statistics that I could possibly use for this one. Okay. Number 2, pollution. I have a lot of ideas about this. I think cars cause a lot of air pollution, and they also cause a lot of noise pollution, and people throw things out of their cars when they are eating and driving. So there's lots of ways that cars cause pollution. So immediately I can think of a lot of ideas for this one. So I'm definitely going to choose pollution. Okay. Cities are more beautiful when there are no cars. Okay, I have some ideas about this too. You can create more parks. There are more walking spaces and maybe possibly more animals because animals will not be afraid of all the car noises. So maybe we'll have more squirrels and birds and ducks and animals in our cities that we can look at. Okay, so I like that idea too. All right, cheaper. I mean that this is probably cheaper for people if they don't have to own cars, but I don't find this very interesting and I don't have a lot of information about it, so I'm gonna say no. I'm also going to say no because I think this is boring. So I'm going to choose these two. Cities are more beautiful with no cars, and cars cause air pollution. So cool. These are my two predictors. They're going to be the two topics of my body paragraphs. And you can see also that I made a few little notes about the kind of support I want to use in the body paragraph. Okay, so that is how we plan. And you will notice that that happened in a very short amount of time. So I just planned this whole essay in about 4 minutes. It should not take much longer than that because the time you take planning is time that you don't have to write. Okay, so I'm going to hold on to these ideas, and before we write anything in our essay, we are going to write our thesis statement. Okay, so please get out your notebook and a pen. I mean, I assume you have those things already because you did your plan. Okay, notebook and a pen. Okay, and we are going to write our thesis. Thesis statement. Okay, so our thesis statement, I know we have done an example before, but let's look directly at how to write a thesis statement. Okay, so a thesis statement is basically your opinion plus why. And the why has two parts, and these are called predictors. So these are the two parts of a thesis statement. Your opinion plus why do you think this? And then we have two predictors because we have two body paragraphs in our essay. If our essay has 3 body paragraphs, we will have 3 reasons why. And if we have 4 body paragraphs, we will have 4 reasons why, and etc., etc., etc. So for us, we only need 2 reasons, and these 2 reasons are right here. We already made them in our plan. So this is reason 1, and this is reason 2. Or sorry, this is reason A, and this is reason B. Okay, so then how do we write it? Okay. So remember, we cannot use any first person pronouns in our essay. So we cannot use I, and we cannot use my. So we can't say I think, I believe, in my opinion. We can't use any of that. We are just going to state our opinion like it is a fact. So, for example, I'm going to say cars should be banned in cities. So this part is my opinion. Cars should be banned in cities. I am using should, and that is what tells you that what I believe. We have this modal verb, should. Now, if you disagreed, you just need to write shouldn't. Cars shouldn't be banned in cities. So this is the opinion part. Okay, and now we have to give our reasons why. So I'm going to use because, and then I can put my 2 reasons why, my 2 predictors. Because cities are more beautiful without cars. So that is my first predictor. And cars cause pollution. Okay, so this whole thing is my thesis statement. This part, cars should be banned in cities, is my opinion. And then I have the linking word because. And then I have my two predictors. Cities are more beautiful without cars. So cities are more beautiful without cars. This is predictor A. And cars cause pollution. This is predictor B. These are going to be the two topics of my two body paragraphs. All right, just a little bit of grammar. Students sometimes have problems writing thesis statements because they have to be one sentence, like one complete sentence, but they are quite complex sentences. So just make sure after you write your opinion, each of your predictors needs to be a new clause, meaning it needs a subject and a verb. Subject and a verb. So here, because cities are more beautiful without cars, so cities is the subject, are is the verb, and cars cause pollution. In my next clause, my next predictor, I have another subject, cars, and another verb, cause. Students tend to forget this second subject, and it gets really, really confusing. So for each of your predictors, make sure you have a subject and a verb. Okay, cool. So we have our thesis statement now. Please pause and write your thesis statement for your brainstorm. Okay, do this now. While you do this, I'm going to get my cat. Hold on. Hi, my baby. Okay, have you finished writing your thesis statement? Once you have written your thesis statement and your plan, you are ready to write your introduction paragraph. Oh my God, he's so cute. I love him so much. Okay, you are ready to write your introduction paragraph. So, take a picture, take a screenshot, because I'm going to erase all of this, but we are still working with this essay question, and this is my thesis statement. Okay, are we okay? All right. Okay, so introduction paragraphs have three parts. Okay, so introduction paragraphs have three parts. They look like this. So here is our paragraph. Remember, in English, we indent at the beginning of a new paragraph. And then we have three parts. And the three parts are a hook, the middle part, and a thesis statement. Okay, so hook, middle part, and thesis statement. And like the body paragraph, these are separate parts, but we write them together in one flowing, complete paragraph. Okay, now we already have our thesis statement, so let's add our thesis statement into this place. So my thesis statement is cars should be banned because cities are more beautiful without them, and cars cause pollution. Okay, so we already have our thesis statement. That means we have 1/3 of our our introduction paragraph already written. Easy, easy, easy. Okay. So, Okay, so for actually this part and this part, I want you to actually go to the content section of FOL. Content section of FOL. Go to core, week 4, writing. PowerPoint, like it's the PowerPoint video. I think it says introduction PowerPoint with audio, I think it says. And I want you to play that because that is going to teach you how to write a hook and how to write a middle part. Okay, and then for tonight, your homework is, I want you to write a complete introduction paragraph, and I want you to put it in the submission folder, an FOL that says under integrated core, there's one that says like practice introduction paragraph. So that is your homework for tonight. It is for classwork marks. So yeah, the PowerPoint video is going to walk you through how to write a hook, how to write a middle part. So in your homework, please include your hook, your middle part, and your thesis statement that you did in your practice. Okay, so that's your homework tonight. Watch the PowerPoint video, write an introduction paragraph, and submit it to FOL. All right, good job, everybody. I'm posting one more video today in a little bit about finding reliable sources. So we're going to start talking about research. Okay, see you in a little bit. Bye-bye.